We set up Elite Search Associates literally a year ago with two of us. We were lucky enough that we managed to grow to 8 heads as of 1st of March, which the timing you could imagine was brilliant. So I had 3 new heads start at the 1st of March. At that point, we had any fees that we had on the board had literally got wiped off, so we had nothing. I obviously had 3 new starters, perm billers that were on sort of literally starting a new desk. So timing couldn't have been worse. So we were in a bad spot where we'd pretty much stopped and down tools, to be honest. Even though we weren't furloughed, we weren't in a position to do furlough because we're all self-employed and so on. So we had literally, I think, down tools and sort of lost all motivation. And generally, I'd say playing at it is the word I'd probably use, maybe an hour, 2 hours here, but no belief that we could make any money, really. I remember you guys had put a message up about people who were struggling in the market, and I read it and I thought at least 70% of what you had on that list was me. And I just looked at that and I thought, right, I need to go. So when I spoke with you, I think I messaged yourself at the time saying, look, I'd want to get in on this course. Then I spoke with Katie, and I think Katie will tell you I was like, yes, within about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. Because like I say, because I've worked with you guys before and I've always seen results. We learned new methods on this course, which this sounds so simple, but you could guarantee that 90% of people aren't doing it. And it always seems simple after you know, which you never seem to know before. So the way we approach our whole approach now is totally different to what it was 6 weeks ago, which sounds absolutely ridiculous, and it's sort of made us look at it and think, why have we waited this long to learn an approach like this kind of thing? So to be honest, as wacky as it sounds, I'd say in 6 weeks, I'd say where everybody in our business is a lot better than what we were 6 weeks ago. And the results have started showing that now as well. When we started the course on the 1st of May, I'm looking at the board now, it's always right beside me, we had literally £0 on the board to invoice. So we started the course on the 1st of May. By the end of May, so the end of that month, we ended up having 28,600 on the board in purely perm fees. And I'm looking at it now, we've got 36.5. And every new person that started in March with a brand new desk, perms have all now billed. Which has all been in the last couple of weeks as well, which has been brilliant. So everybody's sat now with jobs on, interviews on, pipelines build. And to be honest, the way we was in March, I got to a point, and I remember saying this to Katie, where I'm not even sort of done forecasting figures going forward because I didn't have a clue what to expect. And now we're in year 2 of the business, and we're very clear that the aim we're going for is, without fail, 700 grand. And we're looking at it and we're like, something like that would have looked absolutely huge to us at the start of March, thinking second year of the business, this many people just started, and now we're looking at 700 and we're like, this should be comfortable and just a catalyst to become that £1 million business, hopefully following, I'd hope in less than a year after that point. And I always thought when I started this course, I remember we did something on day 1 where we had to put down what we wanted at the end of it. And I always thought if we could get through this as a business, there's probably nothing that could stop us. And right now I do kind of feel, whereas I've got a lot of friends who own recruitment companies and so on, and I speak to them, they're kind of like, the headspace is in, oh, I just want to get through the next month. Our headspace is very clear now that COVID will not even hinder us going forward. We will literally grow from this and do even better than we probably would have done if it hadn't had happened. And that, for me, is the biggest shift, I think. Because if somebody said that to me 6 weeks ago, you'll be feeling like this, I'd be like, not a chance. Every time I've worked with you guys, it's always turned in to a lot of rewards, and it has again. And I know Polly, who's in our business, she basically said to me, she goes, I want to do this course myself because I want to have that excitement you've got now going into this. And she's literally come out of it, and she's been in recruitment 16 years, and she could not speak highly enough of it herself as well. And she's in the rec-to-rec market, and she's got interviews going at the moment, but we're talking possibly about 16 to 20 grand's worth in the rec-to-rec market today, whilst a lot of companies are still sat at home on furlough, which, like I said, 6 weeks ago, again, I think we might have messages saying, do we change market from the rec-to-rec side? And again, what a shift. We were ready to just say, we need to close this market off in rec-to-rec. So I would advise anybody to 100% do it, because you're not putting money out, you're putting money back into your bank.